Hello friends, and happy autumn to everyone who lives by the astronomical seasons and celebrates the autumn equinox. This autumn, more than in any of the previous years, I can see our ancestors' wisdom in marking the seasons by the movement of the sun, as only towards the end of September the heat finally started loosening its grip, giving way to fresh mornings and chilly nights. And even though now I have to leave my bed when it's still dark, I'm later rewarded with the pleasure of watching the sun rising over the horizon while I'm slowly settling into my morning routine. Every season is magical in its own way, but autumn has something special about it. Maybe it's the rich scent of cinnamon, or the soothing and delicate warmth of the low-hanging sun, or the comforting softness of the knitted socks, or all these things together that give me so much joy and inspiration. And when I want to fully immerse myself in the relaxed autumn ambience, I pick the most atmospheric books to cozy up with. My selection for this autumn has both graphic novels and books for young readers that I can enjoy together with my little son, and young adult and adult fiction and fantasy books, which I saved for myself. The Tea Dragon book series is the most magical and the most inclusive book series for both young and old. It tells of the love and friendship and the difficulty of making the right choice and the complicated path of self-searching. By Rowan and You by Melissa Harrison is a lovely children's fantasy that tells of adventures of the little forest beings. I saw this book in the bookstore and I fell in love with its autumnal cover, and only later I found out that it's the second book in the series. So now I also plan to get myself by the Ash, Oak and Thorn and read the whole story. These are 3 books I saved specifically for the autumn months. The Cat Who Saved the Books and Days at the Murasaki Bookshop are both written by Japanese authors, and both tell stories of self-search and finding comfort in books while dealing with emotional trauma. For me, books and bookshops mean enveloping myself in the coziness of the dimly lit bookstalls and dusty book covers, which is just ideal for the fall mood. Into the Heartless Wood is a book gifted to me by my dear friend and a fellow creator Nessa, which you may know as A Moment of Wonder. It's a magical love story between the tree siren and a human boy who finds himself in the midst of war, where they are forced to fight for the rivaling sides. By the way, if you are also a keen reader and are searching for a cozy community of book lovers, Nessa and I are starting a book club, and we will be happy if you could join us there for inspiring group reads and exciting book discussions. You can access the book club through the link in the description box. I also got myself a beautiful autumn-inspired oracle cards. I'm not a particularly spiritual person, so I'm not going to use these cards for the readings. But I'm an admirer of Diana Lukavic's art, specifically her witch illustrations. Plus, the little messages written on the cards resonate with me, like this one: slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. This September, I also got an idea of making a seasonal diary where I could map my autumnal experiences and save them as an inspiration for the next years. And my last project for this week was decorating my mossy green cardigan. I've been dreaming of getting myself a mushroom embroidered cardigan, but all the crafters who sell their hand embroidered products are always fully booked, and all of their creations are sold out within minutes. So I gave up hope to buy one and had to roll my sleeves and make it myself. Of course, my embroidery is a bit clumsy, but I still like it.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my sun. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden things, golden. I follow only golden, golden things.
Thank you for spending this time with me. My warmest welcome to all the new people who recently joined our cozy community, and thank you all guys for the lovely and heartwarming messages you leave under my videos. I'm also sending my warmest gratitude to everyone who supported my little art shop. As always, I will leave a link to my shop in the description box. I'm wishing you a lovely week. Goodbye.